we are back where we left off. We are with the tin can Mark III. We've got her nice and circularized, and we're about to punt it off into space. So what we're going to do is we're going to cruise till we get to our periapsis, so we can get periapsis. Sorry, I've been pronouncing that wrong. Until we can get maximum efficiency. So if we now turn prograde, maximum power, keep an eye on our wee thingy-madoober here. It's like there's WOG tin can, and then here's Mark III, Mark II landed again. There's our fuel. That it done? Right, it's cooked. Fire the SRB. Oh, the SRB was a bad idea. SRB's gone. Stage it. Get it prograde. This one's another so far borderline unsuccessful. We're definitely clear of the atmosphere, so we can deploy that. I forgot a radiator. That's what I forgot. Our wee probe is at half of its fuel, and it is promptly buggering off. Look at this. We're going to pass the moon. Boldly going where no spaceship has gone before. And we have an escape. So this thing's going to end up in interplanetary space. So basically it's escaped Kerbin's sphere of influence with its wee thruster. And it's going to bugger off and start orbiting the sun instead of orbiting Kerbin. Look at it go. In fact, can we get a view of Kerbin disappearing? Bye Kerbin! And we are gone. We are now on an orbit with the sun. In fact, we could probably plan to get a rendezvous with Eve. Let's experiment with that. Right, where is our apoapsis right now? Is a little bit below. So if we pull that out, that does theoretically pass there. So let's do that. Can I no click and then warp? Warp faster. Go to the maneuver node. Maneuver node's only a 9-second burn, so we're golden. Well, roughly 9 seconds. Wait for it. And boom. So now our course intercepts Eve. So sometime for now we might accidentally crash into Eve. But if we observe the materials bay in high orbit over the sun, we can transmit that data. We've got as many solar panels pointing towards there as we can. How's our electrical charge? The electrical charge takes a big hit when you're transmitting, especially at this range. But that's us transmitted that data. Observe the mystery goo. We'll transmit that data as well. Did that go through? I think that went through. Right, where's all our equipment? Toggle display in vacuum. Instrument reads 0 as if it was in a vacuum. I think that's got to be the same regardless of where you're in space. And then the temperature. What's the display? Because we're in the sun, I think we've got a nice... What happens if I rotate this actually so that it's in the sun? Does the temperature go up? 7.3, 7.4, 7.5, very low. Let's just log the temperature, shall we? And we'll transmit that data back. Oh, done. I think we're done. So, let's rename you to make sure you're not a relay, you are a probe. Accept. Then we can go back to the Space Center. And we'll be able to track it now with our satellites. Well, not our satellites, our satellite array. This thing here, the tracking station. So if we go in here, we now have a probe, as well as some unknown objects. Unknown object last seen 29 days ago. Don't know what these unknown objects are. I think they're asteroids. We need to go back to Kerbin. Then we've got our wee WJ tin can is here. And then if we scroll out, Tin Can Mark III is trailing up behind here. That's glorious. But we need to see how much science we got for that. Hopefully we got a decent amount. So research and development, 171 science again. So precision propulsion, there's our wee separatrons that I was telling you about. And then we've got more fuel, RCS fuel tanks and stuff like that, fuel systems. What did we get up here? We get the big boosters and stuff. Relays, advanced solar panels for 160, they're interesting. Precision engineering, we kind of need all of this stuff, but there's nothing really jumping out to me now. Maybe the RCS may be useful, as well as some lander cans. But basically, what's this? Aerodynamics, circular intake. Did we get a bigger engine? We get a Weasley turbofan engine. I know what we could do. We could send a probe to the moon. Do I have any landing gear available? Like landing legs? Let me have a quick gander at this. We've got the micro landing strut, so we could in theory send something there. But I think for argument's sake I might go and get the one that gives me the basic fairing, because that leads to docking clamps and stuff like that, and all this Gucci stuff, like space station cores and all that. So if we wanted to build a space station, because I'm enjoying this and I don't want to just stop it as soon as we get to the moon, I want to like start a new project which could possibly be a space station. Obviously it will need to be called Privy, but for now I think we're going to have to go with the protective shell. 1.25 meters, I can't remember how wide that is. I think that's very small. Sugar. Well, the advanced rockets, they'd be good, but I need the bigger fuel tanks. What's this? Propulsion system. Where did I get the big fuel tanks for? Where do they come from? Did they come further down the line or something? No, they're there. 90. 90. But we get kickback solid rocket boosters. RCS is also nice. Oh, but there's the lander can. We could technically go to the moon if we got that, but... well, boom, I say technically, no really. Because we're still lacking some technology that would make it easy. Oh, I'm stuck for choices. These are 160. I mean, you know what? Let's go back to our tracking station. Where's Mark 3? Mark 3, do you have fuel? You have the tiniest amount of fuel left. The tiniest amount of fuel. Let's see what we can do with that by getting rid of our maneuver node. Is this Apple-Apps? Highest point in the orbit. We'll get there in 3 hours. So if we warp here. Make sure we are facing prograde when the warp ends. Time warp complete. Let's try and get it bang on the nose. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. And turn prograde and just. No wait, no prograde, retrograde. I'm an idiot. Retro and fire for all you're worth. And that's it. Did that get us anywhere? Barely. I wonder if it will get an encounter. Let's just have a gander at this. It's never going to get an encounter, is it? Is it hell? Well, back to Space Center. I was wanting to see if I could get that into low sun orbit, because I'm pretty sure there'll be some science if you're floating around a giant, basically, fission reactor in space. Like what we got here? Tin can debris. Let's just recover that junk. Cover all that junk. There's a fair few bits. What's that? Oh, that's the flag saying I found a thing. Let's go with have we done a manned flight around? I don't think we've done a manned flight yet. Let's get that. I've bought that, right? So that's done. New spaceship time. We're going to try and build ourselves a manned spaceship. This is when things get scary. Manned spaceship. That is totally designed for a completely different type of pod. So is that. Have we not got the bigger pod? We don't have the bigger pod. I feel like we may have missed something. But still, let's get the Mark 1 parachute for nosecone's sake, and then we'll get the Mark 2 radial parachutes, and then we need a ability to transmit stuff. And I don't know why, call me crazy, but I like having these pointing a certain way. I just think it looks pretty when it points straight up. Right, so we've got that ability. Then we're going to need some battery power. Being careful not to do what I always normally seem to magically do, and that is block the access hatch. Battery power. Solar. Pick up some solar. And am I missing anything? Science. That's good for storing experiments. We want. I mean, normally we've got the science bay and stuff. We'll just go for a manned flight. But have we returned one of these? Can't remember. We'll strap all the other mini science experiments on the sides here. That's our wee pod. Then we'll need our heat shield. That's the wrong side of the heat shield. Just right. Parachutes, blah 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 blah. Decoupler, where are you? Decoupler. That's far too big. Boom. Payload. Don't need any of that jargon. Fuel tank. We can scroll it a wee bit. Here we go. Sounding rocket. Separatrons. Oh shit, I'm running over. So we'll cut it here and I'll come back with the next part. Catch you later.